Well, I'm going to work with these colts here a little bit, and I kind of have the same routine. I kind of have the same routine with all of them. Come out, get him to sand, settled. See, he's got a little bit of a goose in his hip there a little bit. So I just don't want him, see, like that. I don't want him thinking he should be flinching just because I'm reaching for him. Just because I reach up here, good boy. Notice I got that back cinch kind of hanging on him. I always kind of do that in their first 30 days or so. And then I always kind of check to see if they'll just move their hip around, which is the simple presentation of my eyes. Good boy. I don't want to be all big and animated. I want him waiting for a cue. And the cue is quite simple. I just put my eyes to his hip, and then I don't. And it's quite simple. When I come to put my eyes to his hip, he can see and feel that change of the position of my eyes. You see that? I'm not having to get all bent over and get animated. And then what I do with them is say, hey, can you kind of go off here to my right, quietly? Good. And I'll kind of pivot on my right foot here. Hope there's slack in the lead line there. Maybe ask for his hip here with my eyes. Say, hey, can you come over here to my left? And to my left. And again, I hope that there's slack in the line. If he goes to take off on me I give my horse 3 strides to fix himself. I don't just jump in there and give him a quick correction. Good, I'll try to pivot on my left foot now. And then I'll put my eyes to his hip. And just tell him how smart he is for paying attention to me there. Good boy. I'll go ahead and take that back cinch up on him. Good. Then I'll just see if maybe he'll think about going off to my right like that, a tiny little cue. Always want to have a nice soft cue, nothing too radical. Then I want to see if he can see a change in my energy when I raise my energy up. He should trot off like so. And then when I lower my energy, he should, I don't necessarily want you to stop there, little fella. He should get quiet. If he takes off, he gets 3 strides to come back to a walk, or I would have changed directions on him. Good boy. Let's do a simple direction change. I'm just kind of casually pointing left, escalate the cue, leave him alone for trying, send him on out. Good, raise my energy up. And take my energy down. 2, 3 strides to come back to the walk, or I would have given him a correction, and the correction would have simply been asking him to change directions. I'll just put my eyes to his hip there, see if he'll stand quiet for me, and then just stand here and ask for some nice quiet lateral flexion. Very good. I'm not asking for hip movement here. There we go. Stand still, flex his neck. I just wanted to respond to the weight of the rein. I'm going to try to refrain from pulling him around when I pick my weight up into the rein. That's his cue to come, or I'll start to milk the slack out. And if I have to, I'll go to the point of what I call contact. And when he gives, I give back. I'll go right to the there. I don't pull any harder than right there, that little piece of contact. Very good. Test him on the other side. When I pick up the weight of that rein, very good, very good. And hardly went to the point of contact there. Then I always see if they'll tighten up this halter here. Then I always want to see if they'll just kind of quietly lower their head without me pushing down. I want him to fall away from my hand here. Let's rock his head a little bit. Obviously he's kind of forgotten his little There we go. There you go. For vertical, I like to reach in and touch the knot, lift the knot, put my thumb towards his chest, and then I put just a little bit of nose pressure on him. And if he gives, I give back. If he gives, I give back. Touch, lift, thumb towards the chest, and if he starts to move, I just hold him there till he stands still, and he's soft, stopped and soft. And I go for what I call a 1 count. And then pretty soon, if he gets better, I say, hey, give me a 1, 2 count. That a boy. Give me a 1, 2, 3 count. Very good. Let's do a 1, 2, 3, 4 count. Very good. I like that. Then I like to check a little hip drill here. I'll kind of find where I think my heel would be bumping for his hip. I'd ask him to come to his 1 rein stop position, find this spot, go air, touch some hair, skin, and bone, and when he moves, let go of him. Do both sides. I'll get him flexed nice and soft here. Again, I'm not bumping and pulling him, I'm just picking the weight up, going to the point of contact, and waiting for him right there. I'll wait for him, and then with my thumb, air. Very good. I like to bring out a flag here. A lot of different ways to use it. Sure wouldn't say my way was the way. I want him to recognize the presentation of the flag and the position of the flag has different meanings. This is what I would call a desensitizing motion. I want him to tolerate this kind of pressure from the outside, see, on both sides. Let him see it. If he starts to move there, I'll just kind of, I didn't mean to startle him there. There we go. But I want him to know that, hey, this is a desensitizing motion. Nobody's asked you when it's doing this other than tolerance. But then, if he sees me present the flag in a driving motion at him, I want him to respond to it. Right here to his shoulder because he started facing, and right here to his rib cage to move him out. Little direction change here. Start to give his face to me here. Driving forward. On his ribs there. See when he kind of crab walks? Very soft in my hand. There. And get him. There we go. See how he's stepping out? Direction change, please. There. Step the hip around. Step the shoulders around. So the position of the flag, hip, then shoulders, and ribs. There we go. I'll stay in here till he gives that to me. There we go. Change directions. Very good. And your hip. Very good. Just have them always watching for and responding to. You still want them to respond to the flag. This is a little driving motion. This is I'm going to take the pressure off. I want him to think about coming in. If I present this in a horizontal driving motion at his shoulder, he should think about moving that shoulder out. Now I can herd him forward, take the pressure off, ask for a direction change at the shoulder. Now I can herd the horse forward. Shoulder here when he turns in too much, and then drop it down, ask for a little face up there. Good boy. Present the flag to the hinds. The hips should disengage. Neutral. Disengage. Good. Herd the horse forward. hurting forward. The pressure is being presented towards his ribs here. When he starts to turn in, I'll just present it towards the shoulder. And I can ask for a little bit of more energy, and then take the energy away. Shoulder, and stop. Good boy. Raise the energy up. A little longer this time. Take the energy away. Hip. A little more energy, please. Go ahead and elope. And take my energy off. Forward, please. Energy up. Go ahead and elope. Take the energy down to a trot and a walk. Ask for a direction change. Starting to look to the outside. He's a little worried here. So what we'll do is we kind of push him along, calling back to the inside. I want him to seek the sanctuary of the center. Come in here. Very good. Very good. There you go. You're all right. If he gets worried, just ease up on him. This kind of a goosey kind of a horse. Ask for the hip to disengage. Go ahead and ask for the shoulders to disengage. Go ahead and push him on out again. See if we can't get him to not want to look outside. And lope. And then call him back to center. And then come on to me. There you go. Very good. You're a good boy. You're a very good boy. Okay.